Aloha! Ukulele Bobby here with another tutorial for you. So relax, jump into your favourite hammock and come with me to Hawaii. So today's offering is an intermediate plus tutorial on nail care, manicure. It's not before time either. Mine are well long at the moment and starting to affect my playing. So I've had a good go already, but left one nail long on each hand. Now I'm going to show you how I clip and file them and try to explain why. I'm going to treat the two hands separately because we have a different manicure for each. Basically, the nails on your note fretting hand, usually the left, need to be fairly short. And the nails on your picking and strumming hand, usually the right, need to be quite a bit longer. Okay, so tools then. I'm pretty sure that a professional nail technician will be horrified by what I use here, but hey, I'm a guy. I like to keep things pretty simple so that I can do it fairly quickly. For both sets of nails, I use a standard pair of stainless steel nail clippers. You know, the type with the spring-loaded thing, and they're contoured around for the nail. You can see that roughly to give you a curve. Now to finish off, I use, and this is the bit that will really horrify nail technicians, a cheap metal nail file. Now it has two different sides, like all nail files, rough and smooth, but it seems to be lasting forever, so I can just toss it in my uke bag and forget about it. Always know it's there. Now of course you can use a proper professional emery board like this one, big sucker that you can get some real weft on, but I always get mine wet, so I have to wait around for them to dry out because they don't work when they're wet. Surely life's too short to be waiting around for your nail file to dry. But seriously though, use whichever tools you're happiest with to get the job done in the amount of time you've got to spare. I guess what I'm mainly here to tell you today is how to shape your nails, and in particular how I do mine, which allows me to play to the standard I'm trying to play at the moment and in the certain styles that I favour at the moment. So then, to nail shaping of the left hand. This is real easy, but I'm so sorry ladies, I'm afraid you're ideally going to have these pretty short. Basically, if they're too long, you're going to struggle to fret a note or a chord correctly. You're going to run aground all over the place. Check out my beginner's tutorial on correct fretting of notes and chords. In a nutshell though, really you're going to, as often as possible, want to bring your fingertips in at right angles to the fretboard to get a really strong thrust down onto those frets and the clearest note possible. If your fingernails are much longer than this, then you're going to start having to bring them in at an angle and you potentially won't get as true a note. In my case, the free edge or white bit needs to be about 2mm long or less. Now if you look at this one, that's about right, but that one's getting on the long side, so I'm going to clip and file that and show you how I do it. So let's have a look at this left hand nail then. Grab your clippers and let's cut a slither off, fairly carefully, not too much. Remember, the arc and curve of these clippers is just a guide. It's not a template and it's not the right shape for the actual finished nail. Don't take too much off either, because if you do, your fingertips can get really sore in that area right under the nail that doesn't normally see the light of day. There you go. Next, take your file of choice and file the free edge fairly smooth. Don't go crazy here, because your actual playing will finish off this job. Just make sure there are no nasty little sticky out bits that could cause your nail to rip or even snap a string. Now it looks here like I'm filing both ways very, very hard. I'm not really. I'm actually putting lots of pressure on when I file in the forward direction and then relaxing it back. So hard, gentle, like that. Keeping really the filing going in one direction, which I know you're supposed to. Okay, there we go then, all done. On to nail shaping for the right hand. Different here, and apologies this time to the guys. I'm afraid you're going to have to grow these bad boys. Not only that, but I actually go for a slight point here too. Seriously though, just think of a plectrum shape. That's not too bad, is it? Now we're not talking about seriously long here, just about 4mm on the free edge at the front of the nail. One way to look at it, critically, is that the tips of the nails on my right hand need to be just visible from the back. So if they're sticking proud of the end of the fleshy part of my fingertip, then it opens up a whole host of styles to me. By the way, I'm sure many of you will have noticed that some of the ukulele masters, for example AJ Leonard, have incredibly long fingernails on their strumming and plucking hand. Now I'm pretty sure most of these will be acrylic stuck on fingernails. I don't think that would really suit my playing style at the moment, but I'm going to try some quite soon. So look out for my part 2 nail/manicure tutorial on acrylic nail extensions. So back to my medium long natural nails then, and hopefully you can see that this one is ever so slightly wrong. I'll be totally honest with you, the one that I left to grow really long, I've just cut that one by mistake. What an absolute clown. Anyway, let's just amend this one and talk about getting that nice little point, accentuating that for us. Get the clippers. And I'm just going to define a slight point there. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so we've redefined the slight point there. I'm going to grab my trusty metal file again, and this time I'm going to clarify that point by filing the sides. Again, hopefully you can see that. Really difficult filming myself here. Not too sharp on the end, but there you go. And still standing proud of the fingertip from the back. Try not to take too much off, or you may struggle with certain types of strumming and picking. You'll be exposing the really fleshy part under the nail, and you could get some discomfort when you're playing. To be honest with you, this one now, if I do heavy strumming with my right hand, that's going to get a little bit painful. So I probably will naturally move that finger back when doing heavy strumming and even some types of fingerstyle, just to avoid the discomfort. So yeah, I'm compromised now for a bit, all because of a silly mistake. But the other ones are looking good, I think. Yeah, they're looking okay. Okay then, let's take a quick look at one or two playing styles and demonstrate why I like this particular length and shape for my right hand. In this first example, I'm going to gliss or glissando some chords, fingerstyle, a classic chord progression in the key of F. Now critically in this example, I can play these kind of gliss chords two ways, either with my fingernails for a brighter sound, or switch to the fleshier part of the finger for that kind of mellower sound, which is lovely if you're singing ballads over the top of it. Might be quite difficult to tell any difference there, but trust me, there is a bit of a difference. Fingernails, fingertips. And of course, if I had extremely long fingernails, I probably couldn't really do that. I'd struggle to get in there and get to that fleshy part for the mellow vibe. Take a quick look at my separate tutorial on glissing chords in a fingerstyle. And for the second example, if you've got as far as using the legendary fan stroke in your playing, then there's really only one way to do it, in my opinion. If you have your right hand fingernails medium long, like I do, then you can perhaps hit this stroke a lot nicer. You will get that accented little finger strike from the fingernail, and the other two strokes will be mellower from the paddy, fleshy part of the finger. Again, like this. Again, check out my separate intermediate tutorial on the legendary fan stroke. Okay, that's it then folks. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll understand now why I have my fingernails the way I do, and perhaps you'll go for the same setup yourselves. As ever, please subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be kept in the loop, and I'd love some feedback in the comments section below.